Hang on. Stand by. Okay. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It's. Oh, hello. Okay. That was my click, click, click. Actually. Good evening and welcome, ladies and boys and girls. It's Monday, the 7th of July, 2025, and I'm going to play this video clip for you. I was going to do my intro, but I'm not ready. So we're going to do this instead, because time is of the essence, and I need everybody to know where I'm coming from, where I am personally, mentally speaking, in the madness of the world that we're living in. I am the heading of my Rumble, and actually no, it's not the heading, it's the description of my show on Rumble and Foxhole, which is everything. Oh, is everything is fake news? No, that was not right. Altered reality, so weird. Okay, so I kind of messed up my thing on Rumble, but I've screwed it up everywhere. Anyway, let me play this. Here we go.
The uncomfortable thing about awakening is that you see through everything. And the thing is that other people are not used to you seeing through everything. It's not that you only start to see through society and sales business or social media. You start to see through every person coming into your life. You start to suddenly see the intention behind them even coming into your life within seconds. And this is not always comfortable. You know exactly when dating someone, their actual intentions. Work-related, whatever it is, you start to see through it all. And then there comes a point where you actually ask if maybe it was better not seeing through everything. That's the thing with awakening, that we can't go back. There is no turning back. We can't unsee what we've seen. When people try to fuck you over like they used to, but that's because they don't know that you see. So embrace it all. Embrace this human experience. And hey, at least now, you see it.
It's not quite my stance, especially when she said about, people do. There's another one. I'm saying, everybody, I am in a position now, genuinely, mentally speaking, where it just seems as though just about everything that is going on in the world is questionable. Has it happened? Is it happening? Did it happen? Is it a real story? Are they making it up? Are they playing it along? And I don't know what happened to Anne Vandersteel, but she looks terrible. Maybe it's because she doesn't have her makeup on or something, but there's something different about Anne. I think she might have Botoxed her upper lip or something, but I know Anne Vandersteel. Years ago I met her, spent the weekend with a lovely family in Florida, as it happens, yeah, she's not looking great there. I don't know what's happening. She's a great investigative reporter. But right, so this is another one. Now, here's the 10 signs you've already crossed into a higher realm of consciousness. Now, I'm not crediting myself with any great power or gifts or anything else, okay? I'm not putting myself out there as some soothsayer or anything. I'm just saying genuinely, and on the 7th of July, 2025, the world, events, people, places, and things that are being portrayed as happening as a reality, to me, I don't think there's one thing out there that I cannot now honestly say to you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure what is going on. And so this is another thing that had me thinking that potentially I'm on this higher realm of consciousness journey. Some of this I can apply to me, others I'm not quite there yet. But listen to this a bit more pleasant description of verbiage of things. So let's listen to this. And I'd be interested to know, if you can identify with any of what she says as well. All right?
10 signs that you already crossed over. 5G, high vibrations, or new earth, you name it. First, you show more patience and generosity to the world around you. Saying thanks for every day lived. That is, the feeling of gratitude has increased.
Yeah.
Former 3D goals and dreams have completely stopped to excite you. Your dreams now come from the heart. You don't want to be a player in the old norm system anymore. You stopped proving anything to anyone. You understand that everybody is going through their own experiences, and their experiences are filled with certain knowledge depending on their capacity. You also understand that everybody has their different way of looking at things. You accept everything as it is. You started hearing your soul and integrating your higher self into this avatar body. You start remembering your past lives and understanding the reasons of your obstacles in this one.
Okay, I don't understand that. Okay, let me just put it out there. I do not know my past lives. Right? I haven't come across that yet. But okay, so I don't know if she actually mentions about reality or events going on, that everything is fake news. I'm not sure, but anyway.
Everything falls into place for you. You quickly work out karmic knots with people you were previously in conflict with. You lose people and friends, and your lives started to change and transform. You're no longer a vibrational match. It's no longer difficult to cope with, and you start searching for your own tribe and people, or maybe they find you. Your wishes, goals, and desires manifest very quick. You stabilize in feelings and emotions such as joy, gratitude, acceptance, happiness, and love. Please let me know in the comments.
I feel some of that. I mean, there was no reference to reality or life or fake news or, but I can genuinely, I don't think there's a single thing that's going on. I'm going to say Donald Trump is the president of the United States. The one that I could say has genuinely been, has been elected. But, it's 7/7 of 2025. 20 years ago, apparently today, there was this horrendous Islamic jihadist attack, allegedly in London. And here I am, 20 years on, and I think it was an exercise that they used as an event in order to be able to impose and create and instill fear in people, demonically driven. There's probably something to do with the date, okay? Because I'm not convinced, I don't think it happened. I genuinely think it was an exercise. As I think most of these things have been. Not that there haven't been great disasters, and I'm definitely on my own as far as 9/11, because many people have gone way, way, way to another level of what they think happened. But I can tell you with an absolute conviction that I know that on that day, the planes flew into the buildings, and I think I'm alone in saying that those buildings actually collapsed in on themselves because of the upper portion of the building giving way because of the steel girders having been subjected to the fire burning for over almost an hour. Fuel, whatever. People say, oh no, fuel doesn't get that hot. I mean, I think that's just a load of rubbish. For some reason, I don't know what it is, it's a psychological thing. So many people out there, in fact, the majority of people, well, they're saying they didn't actually, that it was they were controlled explosions. It's like, please have a word with yourselves. Do you understand the coordination that would have had to take place in order for them to have timed two major high-story buildings to not only appear as though they've had planes fly into them from different directions and, have create explosions? And what? And then say, no, we can don't explain. It was an inside job complete. No, we had jihadist hijackers who were, I believe, potentially hired by the deep state. Well, they worked together. Okay, I do believe that George Bush knew about it. I do believe that it was a so-called inside job with regards to the plot. Right? That was something, that was a huge leap for me, because I genuinely thought that that whole thing was just a jihadist attack, and that, you know, these maniac jihadists had figured out a way to attack in America, you know. But I can say, with many, many hours of study, research at the time and since then, I will argue until ever that those planes flew into the buildings and the buildings collapsed, and it was an inside job. And of course, it'd be so great for me, in my opinion. I don't know why I've gone to 9/11. It's probably because it's 7/7. All right, that's why I'm talking about it, because this so-called 7/7 of 2005 was the Edgware. That wasn't Edgware Road. It was the bombing that took place, apparently, which, I tell you, I don't believe it did. In fact, somebody played a video where which I haven't been able to find, which showed that where there was an interview with a man who was talking about the exercise they were doing that day with 1,000 people. That very same day, they were carrying out an exercise as you do with 1,000 people in that same area for a bombing. Wouldn't you know? And oh gosh, what a coinky dink. What happened? Wow. Happened, not happened. No, it didn't. It just makes me, it really does make my blood boil. Okay? And I mean, they're taking the proverbial, right? So this, I mean, I didn't know this was the memorial. What, they stuck up a bunch of posts for these apparently, 52 people who apparently perished that day? What, this is the best they could do for a memorial? Was a bunch of posts. I mean, it wasn't the World Trade Center that went down on that day in Londonistan, okay? A bus apparently blew up, and apparently, a few bombers blew themselves up on the underground. As far as I can tell, there were no pillars involved, but this is what they came up with. I mean, it's a joke. It's an absolute piss take, if you ask me. This is the memorial. What is this? What the hell is this? What is this? I don't even know which hand to use now. What is this? Give me a break. I mean, what a joke. Why is she wearing sunglasses? I don't know. Maybe, people, maybe they did die. What is this? What is this? I think this is like a ritual. Here, look. What the hell is that? What is that? I mean, there's whole nonsense about modern science, modern art, modern sculpture. What? No, it's just a bunch of posts stuck in the ground. Anyway. Oh, thank you. Shane Bacon in the chat. Good morning to you. Good morning. I don't know where I am. It's nighttime. It's nighttime. I've had one of those days. I've kind of just up to my eyeball. The Epstein thing. There's something weird going on. Something weird going on with the Epstein. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so thank you for that link, Shane. I will check that video out. It's 2 hours and 9 minutes long. So, in case you hadn't noticed, I do have Tinker as a co-host tonight. I can't do anything about it. He's insistent. I was hoping he would be in the other room, quietly sleeping, dozing on his wherever he wanted to go to sleep. He had other plans. So he's the co-host. Try to ignore him. Don't pay him any attention. Pretend like he's not here. But you're not. Let me just assure you that those of you watching the screen, you're not imagining things. That really is a bird, a little birdie that you're seeing hopping about the place, just pleasing himself. And he does look a little bit grey because he's green and he's fading into the green screen. Anyway, so Shane Bacon's given us a Terror Storm, 2 hours and 9 minutes. Thank you so much, Shane Bacon. Dick and Doris, that's a good one. Get a drone and fly it over the top of this monstrosity. I mean, give me it. What is that? 4. Is this the numbers of people who died in the different locations? I don't know. But that's just a disgrace if it did happen and that's what they came up with. But I think that's just, it's just more the same thing. Anyway, so then we got that, right? So that's one thing. Then we have the, as has been pointed out in the chat, Epstein. Something weird is going on, ladies and gentlemen. Something weird. It is. Something odd is in the air. In my X account, I have a sense that Tippy's going to peck my face at any moment in time. He might go for me. You might see a bird attack right live on air because he's right in my face. He decided to face me. I am feeling somewhat intimidated. I know he's only little, but he does have a little sharp beak and he's got it pointing right at me. But don't worry, I'll be brave. I'll take it on the mouth, or the chin, or the nose, wherever the hell he decides to peck me. I'm gonna stay strong. Now, yeah, I would like to see that from above. And of course, the fake king. This is the message from the fake king. I'm gonna look at the other thing in a moment. All right. Today, sausage fingers, as we mark 20 years since the tragic events of 7th of July 2005. My heartfelt thoughts and special prayers remain with all those whose lives were forever changed on that terrible summer's day. While the horrors will never be forgotten, we may take comfort from the way such events rally communities together in solidarity. There's words that are going to be banned on my island. All right, there's going to be words. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have a dictatorship on Birdshot Island. There's going to be a dictatorship. There's going to be words that if you utter them, I'm going to have something like a dunking thing or some kind of the old not the coconut shy. The carnival thing where somebody sits on a chair and they say a word and no, it's not that. You throw sponges or something and you hit the dot and the guy falls into the sponge. I'm gonna have some kind of punishment. That all sounds a bit too soft, but communities, okay? Because communities, I just don't think that was an Englishism. To me, communities is all about the Indian community, or the Muslim community, or the Pakistani community, or the Hindu communities. In England, we don't have communities. We just don't. It never has been. So this communities is now solidarity. I mean, I swear I'm gonna get a fit of the Tourette's with some of these words that are just spewed out there like garbage, just to virtue signal solidarity. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't put London Strong on there for today. I mean, this. Oh God. Anyway, I'm. You know what? My back's bothering me. I'm a little bit fed up. I haven't had enough coffee today, and so the Epstein thing has pissed me off. I mean, I was all about the whole. I was going along with the nudge nudge wink wink. They're just trying to bring it out into the limelight to have everybody talking about it and blah blah blah. The only people talking about it are us. We're the only ones interested. Those of us who are enlightened about the whole thing. Those of us who know everything, who've seen the bloody list, who've seen the damn flight logs, who've seen all the horror stories, who've seen all of them perving about the place, and we want justice. We're the only ones who are bothered. The normie sausages, zombies, sheeple, they couldn't give two hoots. They don't even know what the Epstein list would mean. If you said, have you heard about the Epstein list? I guarantee you 99% of people would say, huh? The what? No. Did he what? Who's did he? Did he do what? Who? They don't care. The only ones who care are us. And guess who's been, seemingly, we've been absolutely pranked by the DOJ, by the Patel, by the whoever, but no. They're just keeping us guessing, guys, all right? Anyway, let me continue with this wonderful message from the fake king, who's not really the king. He's never the king, who happened, I believe, to have gone to Epstein Island. Wouldn't you know? Gosh, what a coinky-dink. In fact, So his brother was best buddies with Epstein. Oh, golly gee. I wonder why the Epstein... I mean, we're ready, guys. Come on now. Anyway, so Sausage Fingers, who had his wife killed, Diana, I never forgave him for that. Allegedly. Anyway, no, it was it. It was the communities together in solidarity. Those words just made me think lefty lunatics. It did. It triggered me. I get triggered sometimes. Anyway, solace and determination. Okay, so wait a minute. While the horrors will never be forgotten, we may take comfort from the way such events rally communities together in solidarity, solace, and determination. No, I disagree. No. It's called vengeance. We want vengeance. We want retribution. We want justice. Not this crap of the old. Let's go round and happy clappy, light some candles and sing kumbaya. Honestly, I'm feeling totally thrown by my little Bajugar sitting. He's literally situated himself not an inch from my mouth. Haven't you, Tinker? You are a little tinker. You tinker. He's a tinker. Mwah. I love you, Tinker. Okay, that's all right. I feel better now that I've had a little one-to-one with my little Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Anyway, yeah, right, let's go. It is this, I can't read this bloody message. It is this spirit of unity that has helped London and our nation to heal. It hasn't healed. Just note to self. As we remember those we lost, let us therefore use this 20th anniversary to reaffirm our commitment to building a society where people of all faiths and backgrounds, including the jihadists who were the ones responsible for this atrocity. Oh, that's right. Who've never been brought to justice. Oh, that's right. They blew themselves up. But, Aloha Snack Bar and all that good stuff. Anyway, all faiths and backgrounds. I have a few exceptions to may I say, can live together with mutual respect and understanding. Wouldn't that be nice to have a bit of mutual respect? I think that would be absolutely fabulous. The only problem is, ladies and gentlemen, nobody wants to give it to us. We're happy to respect others. The problem is that they don't reciprocal, like the tariffs with President Trump, the sort of reciprocal tariffs, the level playing field. No, it doesn't. It's not. No, I don't feel it coming back. I feel aggression. I feel, a bit of a threat. I mean, it's not us. It's them. Really. It sucks. And then anyway, can live together with mutual respect on this day, always standing firm against those who would seek to divide us. Oh. Wait a minute, I'm having trauma, flashback. What's the divide us? What's that chant? They shall not divide us. Wait. Oh, it's a chant that went on forever. Of course, by the lunatic left. There was a chant a few years ago, back in the day, during the first term. Something shall not divide us. I mean, do you know what's happened as well, which is really insulting, is that he's managed to portray it looks like, the memorial for those lost on an angle. I mean, that looks a little bit like the pillars they used for the memorial. I mean, it looks more like the 9/11 ending of the buildings, actually, to be brutally frank. But those are the posts. Oh, it was raining. How great. Terrific. Oh, Charlie boy. Sausage fingers. Anyway, that's just rubbish. What an absolute joke. It's so embarrassing. I don't want to hear from Stormless. Where was I? Come on now. Did he do nothing? Did he do nothing? Here we go. I mean, at one time, lately, the most recent time that I've agreed with Elon Musk is the official Jeffrey Epstein pedophile arrest counter and 0. Well, Ghislaine Maxwell, does she count? Is that a 1? And Epstein, is that 2? Of course. But anyway, I digress. I never trust that Cash. His eyes. Cash's eyes. There's something wrong. They look too penetrating. They're very, very, very sinister eyes. I'm not really bothered about the trade deals, although I'm sure they have something to do with it. And Tucker Carlson with Qatar. Qatarson. Somebody gave Tucker the nickname Qatarson because old Qatar only hired Tucker to do the interview with not only the Prime Minister of Qatar or something, President Qatar, whatever the hell they have there, but they've also arranged for him to interview the something of Iran. I don't know what the hell he is either, president. And no doubt it was what they call a softball interview, completely pointless, absolute waste of time, complete propaganda thing. And I never trusted Tucker in the first place. Never liked him. Cannot stand his giggle. I can't stand his giggle. It's just the most gay, girly. It's girly. It's a girly giggle. And inappropriately, when he does that. In fact, actually, the only thing is I haven't heard him do that for quite some time. He's probably lost his sense of humor. Anyway, so Elon Musk has also posted this one. We will release the Epstein list. We just need more time. The Epstein list is on my desk. There's no Epstein list. That's right. Oh, you can make it up. And here's, of course, Elon in his favorite gear. You could genuinely a Halloween costume. Oh wait, that's a Halloween costume, you moron. Do you also think people who dress as vampires on Halloween are actually vampires, dumbass? Well, you never know, at least this day and age, right? So he got a bit pissed off with whoever said that. Now, let me see. I had yeah, the bloody storms that are never storms. Yeah, Texas. By the way, did you know? Oh, here we go. This is a Q thing. All right, here we go. Sometimes I enjoy Q, but then other times I get pissed off with it. Right. So this is apparently a map of the underground tunnels in America. We had this terrible, horrific event happen on July 4th. This instant flooding, rainstorm, and 26 feet high flood water, just like that. Within 45 minutes. And it seems as though it wiped away a lot of things, camps. I have to say, when I heard it was called Camp Mystic, I must tell you that the Camp Mystic thing did get to me. I thought that sounds a bit odd. And it turns out that there's a YMCA camp just not far from Camp Mystic. Now, oh, hang on. Oh, I've got a juicy bit. Hang on. I'm doing the floods and the Epstein thing. Hang on. Where is it? Oh, it might be. Look at those. I mean, do you know, the eyes. The eyes are just bad. I think I learned from Donut about the eyeballs, and that if you've got whites around, you can see the whites all around the what is it? Iris, pupil, whatever the hell the colored thing is there. Is if you see the white, that's the sign of quite a sinister individual. Anyway, okay, we're down the rabbit hole tonight because I saw hang on. Hang on. This was during the election campaign with John Deaton who was running for Senate.
Inflation, the way she attacks crypto. I wish she would attack securing the border the way she's focused on crypto. You know, she's so focused on crypto. She had the CEO of JP Morgan Chase available for questioning, and they had financed the largest child sex trafficking operation in history with Jeffrey Epstein. And you know, Senator Warren didn't ask a single question. She wanted to talk about crypto because she's so hyper-focused. Now, I know that because I was raped as a child for a period of 2 years, I might be a little more sensitive to those child rape victims. But I want to ask Senator Warren, why would you not ask one question? JP Morgan Chase settled for $290 million to these rape victims. They had to settle with the U.S. Virgin Islands. And Senator Warren doesn't ask a question. You want to know why? Because a former Democrat president's involved, because her donors are involved, because people that...
I mean, she's not the least bit bothered, is she? She doesn't look concerned that he's revealing all.
She knows are involved. Again, loyalty to an agenda, loyalty to a party. I come in and I want transparency on everything. I'd like her to answer the question on behalf of all those rape victims, though. I can't help it when she goes to ban an entire industry that they're motivated against her because they see a viable candidate. But listen,
oh, you can barely hear it. Sorry.
Already there. Senator Warren, you notice she didn't answer the question about those rape victims. You know.
Anyway, it's, you know, all right, I think I have it further up in my feed. Hang on, what's this? I had somebody else say, well, look, somebody else showed that the images of these three, the guys, that they've changed, they've altered them. I do want to see that map of Kushner. I didn't want to spend too much time on this because let me say to you, ladies and gentlemen, you know, really, it's not going to affect my life if Epstein, the people, all the pedophiles. I mean, let's face it, the majority of Congress would have to be arrested. The majority of all the famous individuals would have to be arrested if we actually lived in a real system of justice, right? So this says, let me just see this. It says Ripple's ties. Oh, Ripple's ties. Oh, this is not good for us, guys. Do I want to see this? I don't think I do. I can't see it anyway. It's too small. Let me see. Oh, that's a shame. I'm not. I don't want to. Yeah, let's just move swiftly along. I don't like the look of that one. Okay, weather, screwy. I mean, this kind of, by the way, I'm talking about weather. I'm talking about BS, fake news. I'm talking about, of course, the complete letdown about the Epstein and the Diddy crap, right? No arrest, no nothing. It's all sensationalized. We all know who was on the lists. None of them been arrested. They're not going to be arrested. Just face it. God. Now, you know, remember the old ancient films, the black and white films, when they used to have the sort of, oh my God, what's that? The flashing, the lightning constantly every 2 seconds. The Hound of the Baskervilles. I'll give you that one. Well, this is what happens nowadays, of course, because of the modification of the weather with all the bloody cloud crap, seeding and geoengineering. What is that? That's scary.
Oh my God.
That's horrifying, isn't it? That whatever that white thing is. Anyway, all artificial. What am I hearing? That's right. Okay. Right, I've got good stuff with the XRP stuff, but I do, let me see, let me just go to today's notes, because there's other things that have happened today that are a bit kooky. You know, just the last few days, there's so much going on. I need to do a tinker and just center myself. Okay. Clouds. Okay, do you know what pissed me off? All right, I'm gonna level with you later. I was quite comfortable. I was pretty happy. I mean, XRP baby tonight is it's gone down now. I saw it at 2:30 just before the show, and it's now dipped back to 227. Son of a biatch! Stop going down. All right, that's my get out of jail. I'm telling you now. That's my baby. Virgin Island. That is going to become a reality very soon. Now, wait. This whole kayfabe thing with Elon and Donald Trump. On my website, if you go to my website, you can see, checking out this Texas flood. I mean, it was really chilling, right? It was crazy how fast the water rose. And of course, there's geoengineering going on, right? They've been doing this cloud seeding, rain, what's it? Look at this.
What are the chances that this matched up with the flood perfectly? Come right back to it. When you see what I've found, there'll be no doubt.
No doubt of what?
Exactly. Again. So while the country is celebrating right now, we have 20 girls still missing from Camp Mystic and 25 people who have all died from the floods. They are saying that by 2 a.m. tonight, the flooding is going to be at 45 to 60 foot from 3 foot. Obviously, the river. So I showed you earlier how this hurricane formation stood over Texas right here for 12 to 18 hours, right? Well, look at this right here. This is the Schumann frequency, the Earth's resonance. And it's never been like this before. Neither me nor anyone I know who's been watching the Schumann resonance for years upon years upon years have ever seen this pattern before. So I'm trying to get a quick answer. I'm like, Grok, when did this major flooding start? 3 a.m. July 4th. 1 a.m. to 3 p.m. The first time this has ever showed up. So what could affect the Schumann frequency? I don't know. Frequencies? And oddly enough, when Western NC was going on, I remember a discrepancy with the Schumann frequency then as well. Remember, it didn't move for 20 hours? Quarter of a whole year's all rain dumped within a 10-hour period. Here's all the information available for the 20 girls that are still missing. Save it, bookmark it, whatever. And pray.
Unfortunately, they're saying that 91 people, including all the girls, perished because their camp was swept away in the middle of the night. Now, what really got my goat was that tonight I just happened to tune into the press briefing by that Caroline Levitt, and hearing her responses it just really pissed me off, because she talked about the Texas thing, and we know, come on, look, this is a contract with the clouds, with the geoengineering company called Rainmaker Technology. They have a contract in Texas over the year to increase the rainfall. It doesn't take a rocket scientist, right? I think, is it Ted Cruz? Marjorie Taylor Greene is on this whole thing about, obviously, geoengineering, which is a big relief. But what upset me was that this Caroline just sort of said on the briefing today that it was a natural disaster and blah-de-blah, and natural disaster, which of course it wasn't a natural disaster. It was an unnatural disaster, but I guess she's not going to say it. She can't really say it, I suppose, at the press briefing. And then, of course, this is just a map of the Texas with the rain control, water, cloud seeding areas, which, it's on my website. The link to this is on my website here if you want to take a look at it. It's here, weather modulation map or whatever, up there. Anyway, so she said, I want to find this thing about, wait a minute, I think it's observing consciousness about the stupid Epstein stuff. And then she said, of course, about the Epstein list. No list, no nothing to see here. Nothing. And everybody's got all the sound bites of the repetition of the list, and we got tons of stuff, and we got loads and loads of stuff, and we're going to give it out, and then nothing. All right? So, what is it? Observing consciousness? I've got to see if this is correct. I got stressed because it was just so just annoying. I don't really like listening to her do her press briefings because I just kind of want to slap her upside the head. I did check this with AI. as to whether somebody had photoshopped it or AI'd this image of him wearing the brick suit that he loves so much. But it's not. It's the real deal. Bricks. Oh, bricks. Ah, bricks. Bricks. Oh, I don't know. This is more stretching, right? Bye-bye Swift. The Russian delegation is the second largest at BRICS in Rio, crammed with heavyweights. What, is this a clue from Donald? He's wearing a brick suit, which of course represents the war. But lateral thinkers out there have gone with bricks as in BRICS and the gang. You know, I kind of like this kind of stuff, right? I don't like the stuff that comes out over the airwaves is just obnoxious. Oh, and here's my AI check right there. And it says no AI was used, so he really was wearing that suit. I thought it was kind of funny. All right, let me just take a look at the chat for the moment, because I'm a little bit... Yeah, 95 people dead. In Texas. You know, whatever it is, I'm pissed off, right? Oh yeah, this was the, this is what it is, right?
Tens of thousands of videos of Epstein with children or child porn. And there are hundreds of victims. And no one victim will ever get released. It's just the volume, and that's what they're going through right now. The FBI is diligently tens of thousands.
What happened? Have they been lent on? Have they been lent on? What, something's happened, right? And I guess we may find out, we may not find out. But I say the sound bites are out there. Oh, Palantir Canopy 6 has dropped. I say, are they playing us for fools? Gonna string us along anymore? It's just like so boring. It's boring. Boring. Okay, so observing. Oh, here we go. Wait. Oh yeah. That wasn't that then. It's just too many messages out there, you know. A lot of people look at this as it's just another game. This whole idea of them delaying it and saying, oh, there's no list, there's a list, there's no list, nobody's going to be arrested. And then, geoengineering. Marjorie Taylor Greene did a bill to introduce a bill to say no to geoengineering. All right, let me just look at my bookmarks because I'm sure I had it here. I just wanted to see this thing because somebody's trying to suggest that this whole thing is it's another twist in the tale of our world where Dr. Simon Godek said, I thought he was solid at first, then I looked into who he's dating, then it all started to make sense. That's not the one. It'd be very annoying if I haven't got the link, which was showing them and them suggesting that, again, there's some kind of ploy to lead people somewhere else. Let me see, maybe it's in my bookmarks. Okay, fuck it. Let's put it all out there. Are you ready for this? And this is where this actually is a very good example of just where I am, of how mad the world is, and where 99% of normies have no idea what we've been through, right? So let's just put it all out there, right? Biden is a pedophile, Obama's gay, Michelle's a dude, the elites drink baby's blood. This is all allegedly, by the way. Child trafficking is the elite's drug of choice. Epstein serviced the elites. The USA is a corporation. The immigrants coming over the border are of fighting age. Men who will attack... Sorry, the immigrants who are coming over the border and coming into England, just so you know, into the United Kingdom, all over, are of fighting age men who will attack everyone. if so ordered. The food we eat is poisoned on purpose. The COVID vax was meant to depopulate the world, which is done to a certain degree. The election was stolen. Hillary had JFK Jr. assassinated. Mail-in ballots were used to steal an election, and cancers purposely caused by the government. That's just a snippet. I could add to that list by oodles and oodles, and that's an official measure, just so you know. And you did hear me say what I said. When you live in a world filled with elite pedophiles, celebrity worship, brainwashing propaganda, authoritarian gaslighting, falsified history, clear corruption, and someone calls you a crazy conspiracy theorist for opposing it? Welcome to our world. So I do feel a sense of there are people out there who are in the same headspace as myself. So it's looking a bit quiet out there, ladies and gentlemen. Skillful Lock said, so XRP is now PRX? What? Where's XRP? What do you mean? Skillful Lock, I don't know what you mean in Rumble. Hello, Skillful Lock. Hi, BY22. You said the YouTube stream kept freezing, but it's okay now. Skillful Lock also said, basically it's now reported Epstein files didn't exist. They have no list of names of people kids were provided to, etc. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's that bad. It's really that bad, isn't it? And look at this. There's a bloody, look, this is disgusting. There's a $20 million hit put out for President Trump. Look what they did to his hair. I mean, that's disgusting. Wait, who is it? According to Iran News, a public fundraising campaign calling for the assassination of US President Trump has begun in Iran. It began around a few days ago. One of the donors is a worker in a known religious seminary, Aloha Snack Bar, in Tehran. I'm sure that Tucker Carlson forgot to ask the Iranian president about that little gem. Of course he didn't ask him. It was pathetic. Oh, that's about Palantir. Yeah, it's not there. All right, well, I don't know what the bloomin' heck I did with that. Do you know? No, it's not there. Netanyahu's meeting with Trump. I don't care. I mean, I do. I want the hostages home. I do. I want the hostages home. I want Hamas done for. Should Trump fire Pam Bondi for lying about the Epstein files? You know, it's so ridiculous, everybody. It really is. I think we could go on to something positive. I think we are. We need to go into something more positive. So what I'm going to do is we're going to look at XRP, and I'm going to play a video right now. I'm going to take a few-minute break, and this is for... I think we're going to do XRP videos now, because I'm just over the fake stream media news. Hello, Blonde BLQ. Hi, Base T. My apologies I didn't say hello to you. Sorry, everybody, I'm a bit rude. Hello, Drummer Dave. Drummer Dave, Beach Bears in the house. Solid Crypto Nothing. Hello, stranger. Dick and Doris. I didn't like them, you know. I've never liked Dan Bongino or Kash Patel. Never had a warm and fuzzy feeling. So, for those of you in the crypto space, I think we need to listen to this because it is really exciting. Really, I know I've been very negative Nelly tonight. Again, I'm sorry, it's just because that Caroline Leave It Alone just did this press briefing that just annoyed me. And I'm over the games, right? I'm over the games. Now, I had a video, actually, before I move on, because I do want to go to Ripple XRP, which is very exciting. I can't believe how much stuff I have on my channel. Soul governance. Okay, what time is it? It's 10 to 10. Oh, man. Okay. Where was I going? Oh, what did I just do? Oh, I just double clicked on something. What did I do? Oh, I double clicked on Solder and Nothing's channel that doesn't exist. Okay. Okay, we're going to go to XRP and I'm going to play this video for you first. 10 minutes, and it's a, you know, we think, those of us in this space really do know that we are on the brink. I know I've been talking about this for years, banging the same drum, talking about it forever and a day. It is happening really, really soon. It has to. For my sanity to stay sane, intact. Right, Tippy? No, it's Tinker. You're not Tippy. Tippy's at the Avery. Okay, here we go. This is a very good by Alex Cobb. Listen to this. Quite exciting. I like it.
Yo, what is going on, everyone in the XRP community? Hope you guys are having.
Alex Cobb is a young guy. He's obviously in a simulator. That's not a real helicopter, although it looks very bloody real. Kind of. So he's in a simulator. I didn't see that angle.
Having yourselves a fantastic day today, as usual. And I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna call it now. I think XRP season starts today. XRP season starts today.
Ooh, like it.
XRP is the digital asset that is going to benefit from regulations the most. And that is without a doubt. Right? All of these guys back in the day who would kind of come and comment in my stream saying like, hey, you know what? XRP ain't really going to do nothing until regulations. I always disagreed with that because like I'm like, no, dude, you without regulations, man, XRP's still going to have action, right? But then it's like, dude, I come to the realization that I feel like these no pump till regulations guys were actually right. Because the first time in XRP history, we go from the sub-dollar range, 50 cent, 60 cent range. We pump to $3, pull back to 2 and some change. We've been sitting here for about 6-7 months. This is the only time in history XRP's done that. Gone to the multiple dollar range and actually held up and stayed there. What's different now? Oh my freaking god, the regulations, because XRP kickstarted its rally to all-time high on the news that Trump won the election. Go to the daily chart, November whatever, look at the day where Trump won the election. That is when XRP ripped all the way to all-time high in 2 months and pulled back to where we are now, and we've been staying here at $2 and some change for 6 to 7 months. The first time ever in XRP history that it has consolidated above $2. That's never happened before. Why? Because people are pricing in the regulations. My God, guys. On Wednesday, 2 days from now, we have Brad Garlinghouse that's going to be testifying at the Senate or the Congress or the U.S. Banking Committee, whatever it's going on. There's going to be a live stream where Brad Garlinghouse is going to be in there in the federal government building, and he's going to be talking. Hey, guys, is Satoshi Nakamoto going to be there?
Nope.
Is Vitalik Buterin going to be
Well,
there?
David
Is Joseph
Schwartz.
Lubin going to be there? Is the guy who made Solana going to be there? Is Charles Hoskinson going to be there? Is the guy who made Dogecoin going to be there? Is the guy who made fucking Litecoin going to be there? No. It's Brad Garlinghouse.
Yeah, baby.
That's the only crypto that's really going to be represented on Wednesday. And I will be streaming it for you guys, of course. Because freaking Brad speaking in public in a federal building. And the whole conference, the whole hearing is about crypto. So XRP and its conversation is going to come up. The conversation of what Ripple has accomplished and Brad locking in, getting the lawsuit done with, and all the regulations are finally coming here to allow the XRPL to truly thrive. where we have the stable coins, we have the tokenized equities, we have the tokenized assets that are going to be coming to the XRPL, right? It's no joke that earlier this year, what was it? It was the Ripple X Twitter account. They announced that like tokenized treasuries are coming to the XRP ledger. Like, my God, guys, I'm starting to realize that all the people that showed up in my YouTube comments and my streams over the years that always said, like, yeah, no pump to regulations, dude, I kind of have to eat crow, man. I always talk shit on him saying, like, nah, XRP before regulations can still do really well. But this is the first time in history where XRP decides to consolidate at above $2 for 6 to 7 months. It's the first time it's ever done this. And what's different now? The regulations are here. The regulations are on the way to allow XRP to thrive. XRP is the cryptocurrency. It's the #1 United States currency, and it's the #1 crypto that's going to benefit from these regulations.
Ooh, slow down.
Because what has Ripple been building from, 2015 onward? They've been building things for the real world to come onto the XRP ledger. And during that time, what were they constantly met with? It was like, we're in regulatory terms, we're not really clear and legal to be using this yet. That's finally changing, guys. And that's why I'm calling for, I think XRP season starts today. I think it really starts. Okay. I genuinely think it starts. It's all happening. Everything we've been speculating on for ages is finally coming to fruition, guys. Like, XRP season is actually here. July 14th, what do we have? The Federal Reserve moving their messaging standard for wire transfers from the AIM or AIC, whatever it is, and they're moving it to ISO, to be ISO compatible.
Boom.
We have Brad speaking on Wednesday. That's going to be the only cryptocurrency. XRP is going to be the only cryptocurrency actually represented there. And I'm excited to see what Brad has to say in the federal building when he's got all the attention and all the eyes on him. What's he going to come up with?
Hey, baby.
And it's like, look at all the charts for XRP. You can't find one chart right now in XRP that's bad. Look at the XRP USD, the monthly, the weekly, the daily, the 3-month chart, everything is setting up for an XRP next leg up to where we enter the price discovery, where we get so high up in price per XRP that we look left and we've never been here before, and there's just nothing but parabolic activity and crazy volume coming in and just price gyrations and volatility. I mean, we are really getting to the point, guys, where I think the end of our XRP journey is a lot closer than we think. I mean, there is really no end to it because, like I've always said, there's going to come a moment in time, and for you, whether it's the $10, $20, $30, $100 XRP, there's going to come a point in time where it's going to make sense for you to realize your gains and sell most of your XRP, but never sell all of your XRP. But there's going to come a point in time where it's going to make sense to sell most. And I think that time is a lot closer than we think because XRP season it starts today. Guys, everything we have accumulated and worked for and waited for, I mean, it's really all coming to fruition. Why did Arthur Bruno break his 14-year silence? Did he just do that for nothing?
Nope.
Just to have fun? I really believe he was trying to tell us something, and what that message really is, one of the original architects of the XRP ledger, the most secretive person involved with XRP, he doesn't just break a 14-year silence for nothing. He's trying to tell us something. There's something he wants to say, and it was clearly defined by the emoji that he can't say anything, but he wants to say something, and I really do believe that it's the banks. the financial institutions, the monetary authorities, the governments with the strategic reserves, the utility of XRP cross-border, the tokenization of equities, commodities, and all types of assets on the XRP ledger. It's all on the way.
It is.
Even after Brad is done speaking Wednesday, whatever ends up happening there, which I have a feeling is not going to be a sell the news event. I think it actually will be pretty crazy, because he has all the attention, and I can't even remember the last time Brad has ever done one of these things. These Senate congressional hearings. I don't even know if he's ever done one before. This might be the first one, because I only remember pulling up those hearing live streams for like Gary Gensler talking. I think this is the first time Brad's ever actually doing it, actually. I mean, are they... Again, it's the only coin that's going to be represented on Wednesday. That's it. The only crypto cult leader that's going to be there on Wednesday is Brad, is going to be XRP. Even after that's all done, the following week, you literally have the government calling it a crypto week because it's going to be all of the bills that they're passing, the stablecoin acts, and allowing these banks to finally play around with crypto activity and allow them to become the crypto exchanges, which is what I believe is really close and really on the way. But guys, we've positioned ourselves in an asset that is going to benefit the most from regulations, and the regulations are here.
That's the end of the video. Alex Cobb. So basically, let me just show you this, right? Everybody, I'm going to show, there's just so much madness going on. There is. There's so much madness going on in our world. From the Ozzy Osbourne sitting in a bloody chair singing to Beyonce's car going wrong on a performance. I couldn't give a rat's behind about these people, but we're living in very weird times, okay? So I have a sense that this XRP baby is going to drive me straight to sanity, back to sanity. This is the one thing that is absolutely rock solid. And so Monday's finished. On Wednesday this week, Brad Garlinghouse, this is the article about him going to testify before the U.S. Senate Banking Committee on crypto legislation. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse will testify before the U.S. Senate Banking Committee on Wednesday morning during a full committee hearing titled From Wall Street to Web3, Building Tomorrow's Digital Asset Market. And Brad said, I'm honored to be invited to testify in front of the Senate Banking Committee this Wednesday on the need for passing crypto market structure legislation, Garlinghouse confirmed on X on Monday. He'll attend the hearing alongside other industry leaders, including Summer Mersinger, the CEO of the Blockchain Association, Chainalysis CEO Jonathan Levin, and Paradigm's Dan Robinson. The hearing will be overseen by Senate Banking GOP Chairman Tim Scott, along with Senators Cynthia Lummis and Ruben Gallego, who lead the subcommittee for digital assets. It will focus on the proposed crypto market structure legislation, including bills such as the Genius Act and Clarity Act, as well as frameworks for digital assets. The Genius Stablecoin Bill and the Clarity Digital Asset Market Bill are in advanced legislative stages, having cleared key committee and floor votes. Both bills are part of a wider push to modernize U.S. digital asset regulation. Constructive crypto market structure legislation in the U.S. is imperative in bringing about a new era of innovation and financial opportunity while protecting consumers, Garlinghouse stated. Bada bing, bada boom, right? Fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. And, I don't know which building this is. Oh, it looks like it could be, I don't know. It could be the Bank of England. That's a very modern door, but there's a gargoyle right up there. It could be anywhere, actually. Could be New York. But this is an ad for Ripple, baby. Bull run. It's happening across sectors, across industries, and across the world. It's happening with Ripple. Ripple payments, custody, and stablecoin. Yeah, baby. Money is on the way to you, XRP. Manifest it by hitting the like button. I've already done that. Now, there's rumors that XRP is moving against Bitcoin, which means normally they move in similar patterns, and it looks like, well, everybody's getting excited. It happens. It happens because we're starved for good news in this world. So they've unlocked the 500 billion XRP. So they unlock $1 billion monthly. So they finished unlocking July's, and normally the price would dip because although they might have brought it back up, I don't know. All right, so listen to this. Christine Lagarde, is it? Yeah.
Role of the disruptors. Bitcoins will not enter the reserves of any of the central banks of the General Council. The role of the disruptors and anything that is using distributed ledger technology, whether you call it crypto assets, currencies, or whatever, and it's far from the Bitcoins that we used to talk about a year ago, that is clearly shaking the system.
Customers. So that's where I see changes happening now. If you think of Circle and Ripples and all those, that's where they are active and helpful.
Start off by also thanking Charles, thanking Thomas, thanking Christine. It's an honor to be included.
Bitcoins will not enter the reserves of any of the central banks of the General Council.
Boom, 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 boom. Right. And, of course, the UAE approved the use of XRP for crypto payments. That was a while ago. Here we go. Let's listen to this.
In the middle of making crypto policy for the United States of America. You have an upcoming crypto week. Tell us about that.
Well, right now, digital assets, cryptocurrency, and everything related to using financial payments on a blockchain is basically not regulated, not clear to consumers, investors, entrepreneurs how to use it, how to avoid federal prosecution. So in 2 weeks, we'll bring to the House floor the Clarity Act, which gives the rules of the road of how to invest in digital assets, how to trade them, how you can be a broker, and the market framework for digital assets. And we'll also bring to the House floor dollar-backed payment stablecoins, which we believe those two things will advance America's power around the world in financial services by extending the authority of the U.S. dollar as we move from finance in a traditional format to finance being carried out on a blockchain.
Chairman French Hill of the House Financial Services Committee, great to have you today, sir.
Yeah, so we got, I mean, this is probably, I would say, I don't know. It is hard to pinpoint the most exciting times in this space. I'm very, very grateful that I'm in here. Okay, I've been in it for 7.5 years. And I do believe this has helped me retain my sanity. Oh, look at that. Jack the Ripper's been recognized as one of the top 20 influencers on X alongside CEO Brad Garlias of Ripple. Jack the Ripper is the only XRP account to achieve this global recognition. Well, congratulations to you, Jack the Ripper. John Squire said Ripple will become a licensed bank. I mean, it's like, oh my, bank, it's just incredible, right? I mean, 7.5 years ago, this was what I dreamed of happening or being stated, was that the crypto that I was most fond of would end up being tied to a bank directly. And Ripple, of course, is the company behind XRP. XRP will soon sit at the same table as traditional finance, not from the outside, but from within. This is what adoption will look like. Beautiful. Unbelievable. Very exciting. It is exciting. Exciting times. So we have the I mean, they're saying that it's going to start on the 14th, but I think it's starting this week. Crypto, it's really crypto fortnight. So here's a message from Raul
and
whoever.
Okay,
Raul
the Trump
Paul.
cycle. 2017, we've been talking about this. Trump came in, the markets reacted, same fear about tariffs, same thing, the dollar went up, everything else, and the same thing happened this time around. I mean, people are people. And what happened is the dollar ripped in the back end of 2016, it ripped in the back end of 2024. The dollar ripping is a tightening of financial conditions that play through markets and the economy 3 months later, which is why we had the correction in the first quarter. We showed you all of this as part of the M2 thing. Anyway, we said it at the time. We've been tracking this before the dollar topped out and said, he's going to go for a weak dollar. They said they want a weak dollar, and fuck me, the dollar's been weak. It's been an extraordinary weakness. Now, this is not some structural, ever-ending weakness. That'll come at some point when we change the rules of the game. Right now, cyclical weakness being pushed by Trump and Bessent, and it will continue to do so. And that is an amazing tailwind for markets and risk.
Yeah, well, good. It's exciting times for us in this space, guys. And I thank God, because the world's gone completely stark, staring, raving mad. It has. There's no question. Nothing that we see is real. The geopolitics of this world are flipped on their heads. From the Ukraine-Russia drag-out war that was supposed to end in the first 24 hours, which we know is a complete front for, well, it's supposed to be for Russia exposing all the biolabs and getting rid of the Nazi fascist nonsense and to help the people of Eastern Ukraine. That's all kind of, it's dragged on now. Very odd. It's very disconcerting why that has not been dealt with. Just, could happen tomorrow, but, Israel, Gaza, Magaza, that's all been a manipulated operation. The hostages thing is definitely real, and people are obviously dying, but it's, the narrative is, I feel I'm on the opposite side of all of the talking points. I feel that, and I'm feeling frustrated now, obviously, with regards to the White House and the whole Epstein. Are they playing a game? Is it all in order to bring more people out? I don't know. I don't care at this point. Really, to be honest, right? The first people that should have been arrested would have been Biden, Mayorkas, Obama, the Clintons, right? I mean, everybody else underneath them, they're just cannon fodder. It was Biden and the whole people behind him, the Schumers, the Pelosi's, all of that. They conspired. All of the demon rats and the rhinos, they opened the borders. They enabled all of these undesirables to flood into the country and cause untold mayhem. They absolutely raped America. These scumbags in the halls of power. And not one of them has been arrested. That is not acceptable. It's not acceptable. It's all great to see people being arrested for crimes, of course, across the board for the horrific trafficking, all those horrendous crimes. But I can't get excited about somebody being arrested called Mario for human trafficking. I want Biden, Mayorkas. Are you with me on this one? I mean, so, again, in order to keep myself together, I'm really just going to put all of this stuff on a back burner with regards to the whole Epstein nonsense and the whatever. Honestly, too much time is being spent now. They've done this on purpose. They've got everybody talking about it. Look at me, I'm talking about it, and I don't really want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. And look at this, okay? So this is the nonsense. This is the weirdness of our world. We have, where is he? Oh, I thought I had Ozzy Osbourne there. But here's Beyonce stuck up on a bloody... That doesn't even look like her. I mean, what is that crappy thing? She's up on... She's up there on this thing? Get her her down. Oh, cut the rope.
She's gonna go and get some child. She said stop. They in the trunk. That's why it's leaning.
They's in a phone. Young bro. Anyway, they bring it down. She's panicking. But she had to have had a harness on. I don't care. Too bad it didn't snap. Is that wrong of me to say that? And I mean, Ozzy Osbourne. Oh, we haven't enough. They're having enough. They're taking the proverbial. Okay, they're taking the proverbial, you know what? How sad was that? Him sitting in his stupid chair, right? Right? Black Sabbath, demonic. All these people at this thing. Oh dear. Yeah. Where is he? Oh, I don't know where he is. I don't care. I can't stand it. I never liked Ozzy. He was a weirdo. Actually, I think it was on Gateway Pundit. I had it. Hang on. I think it's the Gateway Pundit that said it. What a sad sight. See, the thing is, again, I'm going to just say, right, I could be wrong, but you sell your soul to the devil, and it doesn't matter what state you're in. They want their what is it called? Their slivers? Their whatever? They want their, they want their money. Oh, I thought I had it. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry, not sorry. I'm sick of this. The whole thing is a mess. I was sure there was a thing about, where the hell was it? Ozzy Osbourne. On my bookmarks? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, he's sitting in a stupid chair. Look at him. That's him there. Give me a break. What a mess. What a mess. I need some solar fields to get over that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. The chats have all died. I'm going. I've had enough. XRP going up, PRX going down. I don't even know what PRX is, Skillful Lark. I've never heard of PRX. I'm afraid I haven't heard of PRX. What is PRX? Just for Skillful Lark in Rumble, I'm going to just look it up. I have no idea. PRX. Parrot, what are you doing? What is what is it? What on earth is it? Oh, it's a Web3 ecosystem focused DAO. Okay. Parrot Network is a user-centric Web3 and DAO decentralized autonomous organization ecosystem. This innovative platform provides users with a reliable and transparent environment for interaction. Okay. Never heard of it. So there you go. Sorry about that. Okay. And as I'm signing off tonight on this happy Monday, the 7th of July, and I'm not looking at Donut tonight either. Thank you very much, Dick and Doris. XRP's gone to 226, so we've dipped a bit, but it's still up on the, well, it was up on the day. No, it says it's down. What the hell? I must have missed other prices today, because I think I saw it at 222 earlier today. Then it went up to 232 or something. I had to look at it 3 times because I couldn't believe it. Now it's gone back down to 226. Back as you were. Excitement gone. Bubble burst. Here we go. Virtual Eye's going to have to wait for another eon. And if you want to just check out my website, basedabby.com. It's good fun. I've got loads of stuff on there, which I think is quite interesting if I do say so myself. There's a lot of things I haven't published yet. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed tonight's show. Sorry about the mood, but it's just one of those things. My last nerve got pinged by the whole stupid Epstein BS. Didn't kill himself. Oh my days. Ugh. All right, I think I've pretty much covered it. Good night, everybody. Night, Shane Bacon. Good night, Drummer Dave. Night, Solid Crypto Nothing. Good night, Dick and Doris. Was Beach Bear here tonight? I don't think Beach Bear was here tonight. Oh, okay. And good night, blonde BLQ. Cheers, Base T. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate your support. Skillful Lark, nice to see you. VY22, cheers very much. And Rusty Musket, 1776. I love that name. You have a good BS sensor, Amy. Oh, thank you very much. I thought it was quite good. All right, so until Wednesday. Don't have nightmares, but do remember, please, if you tolerate this, then your children will be next. Until then, take care, everybody. It's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from Tinker, who's sitting over there on the mic. Boom. Yeah, take care. Base Amy out.
About the internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward. There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. RP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over SWIFT one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours of Crypto. Let's get right in today's video. XRP is handsomely trading at $2.32, $2.33, but forget the price. Don't focus on the price of XRP. If you understand what XRP solves, you know this thing is going to go to double digits, triple digits, 100%, and it's going to happen a lot sooner than any of you expected. And in today's video, I'm going to explain that to you. $11.8 trillion in daily volume. That was processed at the FICC. This just came out 5 days ago and no one's talking about it. I'm going to connect all these dots together. Hidden Road, Ripple, RLUSD, XRP. This is insanity. And that is why Citibank even said and told us that we are going to see trillions in daily volume in this crypto ecosystem.
For me, I'm really excited to see how this tech is going to really massively scale over the next few years, into many trillions of volume and scale on a daily basis. Many trillions of volume and scale on a daily basis.
Roger. And when we go into the ecosystem right now, and when we look at XRP's daily volume of $3.8 billion, you could almost laugh out loud, right? Look at this. You have Tether, an unregulated asset that is obtaining $62 billion in the 24-hour volume. Like, does that make sense? Absolutely not. So slowly but surely in this year, we are going to see a very, very, very dramatic move in this crypto space.